Hi there. Thought it was about time I got out for another wild camp. I'm actually at the Yorkshire Bridge Inn at Lady Bar in the Peak District, just waiting for it to open at the moment. Now this camp, basically I'm after a bit of peace and quiet, something to recharge my batteries. So I thought I'd head up onto Bleaklow. You can't get anything more remote than that. So once the pub opens, I'm going to nip in, have a couple of pints, probably a nice steak, pie and chips. Should see me through till tea time. And then we'll head off up onto Bleaklow. So once I get finished here, I'll set off walking and I'll talk to you on the way round. Talk to you in a bit. Now that looks nice. Managed to get out the Yorkshire Bridge. Wasn't easy though. They seem to have this holding effect on your pubs. Kelham Island Tiger and Bradfield Farmer's Blonde, two nice beers. Anyway, we're on the Ashupton Viaduct now, having walked around Lady Bower. At home I leave a wife and two grown-up children. I love them very much, but it ain't half nice to get away from them. You with young children, I dare say you think you've got it tough, being woken up in the night and stuff like that. Well, it don't get any easier, I can assure you. I usually have one coming at 2 o'clock, bang goes the door, you just get off back to sleep, and at 4 o'clock another one falls in through the door. So don't think it gets any easier, because it doesn't. This camp is about relaxation and getting away from it all. And for that, you've got to pay a price. Basically, uphill, get some height, and you'll be away from it. So I'm afraid the next 5 miles or so are all uphill. But it'll be worth it in the end, and then it's downhill tomorrow. So I'll talk to you in a bit. Definitely not as fit as I thought I was. Real drag up here. Anyway, one of my main worries was the midges, but luckily there's a nice breeze blowing, so that should keep the little devils at bay. Anyway, onward. Headed up to Grinah Stones, but I needed to get some water. So looking on the map, a lot of the little streams are dried up. So I've dropped down here. I think this is West End Clough or something like that. So I'm going to fill up with water here. I can filter that back in camp and probably head up to Grinah Rocks. Grinah Rocks is up that way. So I'll collect my water first. Right, finally made it to Grinah Stones, middle of Bleaklow. Must be miles from anywhere up here, but that's what I wanted. I feel a bit knackered. It was a bit further and harder going than I thought, and due to the fact I dropped down to the River West End to get me water, it was a right climb back up. Must take me an hour to get back up here, shattered. Anyway, I'm sure when I've had something to eat I'll feel a lot better, and then I can take it easy all night. In the middle of nowhere, I must be 5 miles from the nearest road. Just checking my phone. Yes, middle of nowhere, and I've got a 4G signal, so I'll be alright for using my phone, etc. So I think I'll get some water filtered and then get on and cook me meal. I've got dehydrated food I made last year, so it's to sort of prove that that's still all okay, but the cooking is very easy, very easy. I've got a nice spot for me tent. It looks like it's sloping slightly. There's nowhere really level up here, but where I'm actually slept, I'm in a little hollow, so I've got a comfy bed for the night. So I'll go and get a few jobs done, and I'll come back to you when I'm ready to cook my tea. Right, I've already had my soup. That was my first course. For my second course, I've got here spaghetti bolognese. Now this is food that I dehydrated. I actually cooked the bolognese with real mince, onions, all fresh ingredients, and that were back in 27th of May 2016, so it's over a year old. I dehydrated the food and it's been stored in the freezer, so that's a year old. It's kept beautifully, I hope. So I'll show you how I prepare it. Basically, I'm gonna soak it first. So I actually put it in a Ziploc bag, I think, when I made this. This was my first batch. So you put the dried spaghetti bolognese in the pan. Now part of the I can smell it straight away. I can smell the herbs. Part of the process of dehydrating food is when you cook it, you don't use any oil and you get rid of all the oil. It will spoil the food while it's being stored in its dried state. So that's olive oil. So I'm going to put my olive oil back in. So that goes back into the food. And then it's just a matter of adding, I can't fully remember, I should have checked this, I think it's about 600 millilitres of water. So that's 900. That's about 600 millilitres. So I'll just stir that, get it all mixed in. First part of the rehydration process is to leave it to soak and rehydrate for probably about, I'm going to leave it for about 10 minutes. I've got plenty to do topping my water up, so I'll get some more water filtered while that's starting its rehydration process. So I can get this filled up again. Back again. Well, that's been soaking for about 10 minutes now. I've managed to get my water bottle filled up. So what it's a matter of doing now, is basically warming it. Well, give it a quick boil. It only needs about 1 or 2 minutes. It seems to rehydrate better. I think it's the pasta rehydrates better if you boil it for a couple of minutes. So once that's boiled, all it's a matter of doing it is putting it in the pot cosy, which isn't always easy. So that stays in that insulated pot cosy for about 10 minutes and it's ready. It's as easy as that. So I'll leave that and get on with something else while that's cooking. So just take the lid off. So look at that. I've said it before, it's just like the day I cooked it, that. It's still very hot even after 10 minutes in the pot cosy. It's still too hot to eat, but everything's nice and soft and it just tastes like the day I made it. Beautiful. A bit spicy. I think I got carried away with some of the spices. That was very nice, that main course, certainly filled me up, but I had prepared a sweet to bring with me, so I've got to cook that. Basically, I've put it all in the pan. This it's some dehydrated pudding rice, some powdered milk, full fat variety, and some dehydrated raspberries that I picked last year. So I've put those in my pan. I've added probably about 300 millilitres of water, and I'm just gonna bring this to the boil. Or should I say, yeah, I added that. I left it to soak for about 10 minutes. And now I'm just warming it through. I'm just going to bring it up to a bit of a boil. And then, similar principle, put it in the pot cosy and leave it probably 10 minutes. See what it's like. While that's rehydrating, I'm just going to have a look over the edge before the light goes. Just having a look at the view from the rocks. If you look down the way I walked up, now you might have got crop circles down south, but we've got heather circles up north. I walked through those when I made my way up, and I thought these are all a strange shape. There were a lot of them with perfect circles. So whether it's a way of, looks like the heather's been cut, not burnt, but they are, some of them, perfect circles and some strange shapes. So yeah, heather circles. Must be a spacecraft or something like that that's caused them. Right, back at the tent now. We'll have a look at this dehydrated rice pudding. Let's have a taste. Well, the rice is soft enough, so it has rehydrated. I'm not sure what all this white stuff is. Perhaps you shouldn't boil powdered milk. I don't know. Yeah, it seems to have gone, the milk's gone strange. Anyway, it tastes okay. So I'll eat this. I'll fill me up. But yeah, the milk has gone strange in a way. Looks gone a bit lumpy. It doesn't look like you get in tins, certainly doesn't. So I'm going to eat this, and then I'll talk to you in a bit. Right, that's all my food gone. Just having a drink. Actually moved inside the tent because there are a few midges about. I can feel them on my skin, so I thought I'd come inside and be protected. It's nice to be out camping again, I must admit. Not been out for a while. Been a bit preoccupied exploring Sheffield's underground drains. They are certainly interesting. Totally different type of photography. You're in the pitch black, everything's manual, using torches and lights. I came out here, I had to switch my camera over to automatic, just press program, and I was away. Make sure I got the autofocus on, because I'd left it from last time I was using it manual. But yeah, it's good to be out. Sometimes with the camping, it's difficult to vary the theme in a way. You walk, you camp, you cook a meal, and you head back. I suppose the thing to do is do it in different places, different weather conditions. But it's nice to be back, so I'll be doing some more camping vids. But there's other things I like doing, like train journeys. I love going on the train. I'm always going on the train, but it's not worth putting them. I've put a couple on YouTube, but it's not worth putting that many on because it's the same thing. Countryside's flashing by, you're at a different station, you might have the odd beer, nothing's different really happening. So again, I can't really do many of those on YouTube. But the drains were really interesting. I will definitely go underground on a few more explores and might put those on because they were interesting, like a mini adventure. Other things I might do, I enjoy going around different cities and sampling the beer in their local pubs, so it's something good for winter, that. I might do a few more of those. Places like Manchester and Birmingham and Hull, they're all interesting places, got interesting pubs to go round. So yeah, I might do another one of those videos. Anyway, I think I shall take it easy. Might look at a bit of TV or something on my phone, and I just want to lay down and relax and enjoy the location where I am, and then head back tomorrow. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you in the morning. See you then. Morning. The morning certainly starts early round here. That sun was up about 4:30. I was still in bed. I thought I'll have another hour. About 5:30 now, and the sun's way up in the sky. Anyway, simple breakfast. I've got that's just coffee. Boiled this water up. So that's going to be red hot, that, so I can leave that to cool a bit. It is warm. Now another sort of dehydrated meal. It's just a simple cereal, muesli type cereal. Again, I've put that powdered milk in and a load of dehydrated strawberries. So I'm just going to drop that straight into the hot water. Might put a little bit of cold in just so it's, see if the milk works out better. Probably only want so the milk is a lot better just be putting hot water in. So I can leave that a bit and hopefully the strawberries will rehydrate. But it's certainly a nice morning. The plan today, right, basically once I've had my breakfast, gonna pack all my gear up and then head back down a different route. From here I'm gonna head down to Howden Reservoir and then I can walk along the road to Fairholmes. There's actually 3 buses a day. 2 of them are at tea time, but there is a bus at 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna catch the bus from Fairholmes, that's sort of at Derwent Dam. I'm going to catch that about 11 o'clock and that'll get me back to the Yorkshire Bridge where I've left my car. So I'll talk to you in a bit when I've got all my gear packed up. finally made it back to Derwent Dam. The one we saw earlier was Howden Dam. This is Derwent Dam, the one made famous for the Dam Busters 617 Squadron practicing for the Dam Busters raid in 1943. But this sort of brings my camp to an end here. There's a bus at 11 o'clock and that'll get me back to the Yorkshire Bridge, so it'll save me 5 miles walking. So yeah, it's been great to be back out. Really good camp. Didn't get bit by midges, and yeah, just enjoyed it. Very relaxing, quiet time. The walking was a bit hard. I can feel it on my feet a little bit. So I'll leave you at this and hope to see you on the next one. No idea what it will be. I have recently bought a kayak. I'm not going to say it's going to be anything like that. I've still got a few drains to explore and I want to get out and do a few camps. So it could be anything. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. See you then.